Come on, Duke, this way. So this is another instalment of, what should we call this? We'll get some names for this. Walks with Duke and Dave. Uh, so far, Duke has been a good boy. Come on, Duke, this way. Does he see somebody? Boy, haven't barked at any hobos or runners. That's purely because we haven't seen any yet. Anyway, beautiful crisp morning here in Cape Town. Blue skies, sun shining. So getting out early before the day really gets going. After yesterday's video about what exercises or what exercise you should be doing, which was walking, wanted to get across on the topic of how often you're changing your exercises. A lot of people change their exercises way too often because they've got this concept in their head from I don't know where it came from, magazines or dipshit personal trainers who said, you need to confuse your body will adapt and you need muscle confusion and all this kind of crap. And that's exactly what it is, it's crap. Your body's far smarter than many people will ever give credit for. And if you look at it like this, you want your body to adapt to an exercise, but over time. And if you take, for example, learning a new skill, let's say you're learning to ride a push bike, a BMX mountain bike, whatever, for the first time. First time, you're ropey as hell, you're all over the place, you're hard on the brakes, you're wobbling all over, you're falling off. And then second time, you're better, your body's learning. Third time, much better. Fourth time, you're getting the hang of this now, you're feeling pretty fucking good about yourself. You can ride a fucking bike, excellent. But then, you carry on going, and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times later, you're now fairly good at riding a bike. Yeah? That doesn't mean you now need to try and start riding wheelies up and down the road on your bike to confuse your body. That initial learning phase of you getting to grips with the bike is all neural adaptation. So that's your body learning, becoming more efficient with the process. For you to now get better and better on the bike, just on two wheels, not doing wheelies, you need to keep riding and riding and riding. Learn the gears, learn the braking points, how to corner. All you do this while riding. That's how you become better at it. Your body adapts as you go along. Now it's the same with weight training exercises. The first 6 to 8 weeks of most exercises for people, even if you've done those exercises before but you haven't done them for a long time, are all about neural adaptation. And you want that. You want to adapt neurally to these because the more efficient you become at the movement, the more weight you can eventually load, and the stronger you become on the exercise, and then from there, that's when the lean muscle mass really starts to come along. When you start to progressively overload week after week. Those first few weeks are just neural. You've got to keep pushing that exercise to get the most out of it. It doesn't need to be changed every 4, 5, 6 weeks. And this is why people just don't make progress, because they're changing too often. You actually never let your body get a chance to, in terms of your muscle mass and the progressive overload, enough chance to adapt and keep progressing from there onwards. So with your training, try keeping an exercise in your routine for 12 to 16 weeks. Stop changing it so early all the time. Yes, you will probably get plateaus along the way, but there are ways to... Yeah, so I just got to one end of the walk and now back and going the other way. So, even if you're reaching a plateau with the exercise you're doing, you don't actually need to change the exercise. There are ways around it. You could increase the weight for a week to a lower rep range and then go back to the old weight the week before at the higher rep range and see how much better you do. You can take a week where you just hit 3 sets of 5 speed reps at about 20% less than normal, give yourself a bit of a break from it, then come back the following week. Alternatively, you just change one variable with the exercise. So for example, Okay, the other week I pretty much maxing out. What was I doing? Fuck. I was doing barbell pullovers. Not my favourite exercise by a long way, but I pretty much maxed out for kind of the rep range I was going in terms of the weight. And instead of changing the exercise, I changed the weight plates. So I've got big bumper plates and I've got some smaller plates. I put the smaller plates on, kept the weight the same, and then went for a greater range of motion. That I was, because of the weights are a bit smaller now, so I can stretch further. The exercise remained the same. It's just one small change, and that's how you progress things. And you still keep making progress with the same exercise. So squats, high bar, low bar, tempo. There are so many different ways to change the dynamic of an exercise, yet keep the exercise the same and keep you progressing through multiple weeks. I mean, I think I've been doing, I've only got three training days worth of exercises, and I've been rotating them now, going through those for 10 weeks now, and I'm still making progress. I'm still dropping fat. I'm still adding lean mass at the same time. Stop changing exercises so often. Allow something to work for a good period of time, and then reassess 12, 14, 16 weeks down the line, and not every 4 to 5 weeks. Okay, about time to go because Duke's fucked off somewhere again. Hold on.